Hi everyone, in this practical math video, we are going to learn a math problem solving method called the guess and check method. And this method can be used to solve many primary 3 math questions. Let's start by reading this example question. We are going to read one sentence at a time and see what we are given, alright? A candy costs $7 and a lollipop costs $4. This sentence is simple, correct? We know that there are two types of objects, candy and lollipops, and each of them has a different price. You need to pay $7 for candy, and how much do you need to pay for a lollipop? $4. Next, we know that mom bought a total of 27 candies and lollipops. So what this means is that the number of candies and the number of lollipops add up to 27. We don't really know how many objects of each type she bought. Your mom could have bought 1 candy and 26 lollipops, or she could have gotten 2 candy and 25 lollipops, or any other number. It looks like we have two big question marks right now. The number of candies and the number of lollipops. Moving on, we are given that your mom paid a total of $141 for all of them. So although we don't know how many candies or how many lollipops your mom bought, we know that she paid how much? $141 to buy everything. Now let's look at what we are supposed to solve for. How many lollipops did mom buy? It seems like we are supposed to find the number of lollipops. So do you know how to do that? In order to solve this question, we need to make use of this method called the guess and check method. And just like what it sounds like, we'll start by guessing the answer and then checking if our answer is correct. Don't worry too much if you are new to this, okay? We'll go through this step by step. Now, the first thing that we have to do when we are doing the guess and check method is actually to build a guess and check table. And how do we do that? Remember that we read the question earlier on? So now we need to think about how we are going to make use of what we know to help us find our answer. What do we know? We know the total number of candies and lollipops. We also know the price of the candies, the price of the lollipops, and the price of everything. Then what do we want to find? We want to find out what's the number of lollipops. So how are these things related? Well, the answer, my dear friends, lies in this math sentence that you see here. To start drawing the guess and check table, we'll try to do some magic and transform the information in this math sentence into the headings of a table. Okay, so I'll show you how to do this. So looking at the math sentence, how do we read this? How many candies plus how many lollipops give us $141? We'll need a heading with the number of candies, another heading with the number of lollipops, and a third heading with the total cost of everything. But wait, something seems to be very weird. Candies plus lollipops don't give us a price, do they? So let's add in another few more headings to fix this problem. How can we find the total price of everything? We can do that if we knew the cost of the candies and the cost of the lollipops, correct? Adding the cost of the candies plus the cost of the lollipops will give us their total cost. So let's add in a heading with the total cost of the candies and one more heading with the total cost of the lollipops. Great! Now that we have built a beautiful guess and check table, let's see how this table helps us. Are you ready? We are going to guess our answer now. Since we need to solve for the number of lollipops, we will be guessing that number. And once we have that, we can find the number of candies. How do we do that? Since we know that the total number of candies and lollipops is 27, we'll subtract the number of lollipops from 27 to find the number of candies. So far so good. And once we have the number of candies, we can find its total price by multiplying it by $7. And since we know the number of lollipops, we can find the total price of the lollipops too. Do you know how to do that? We'll multiply the number of lollipops by $4. Now how will we know if our answer is correct? Since it's given in the question that the total cost of everything adds up to $141, we'll know that our guess is right if the total cost of the lollipops and candies really adds up to $141. Understand? To help us keep track of our guesses, we also include a check column on the right hand side of the table. And you'll see why we do that in a while. Alright, now comes the exciting part. Let's see the guess and check method in action. Okay? Some of you might be wondering that there are so many numbers that we could guess for the number of lollipops. So how exactly do we know which number to pick? Well, here's a pro tip. When we are picking the first number, we'll always start somewhere in the middle. Alright? So since the total number of candies and lollipops is 27, and 27 divided by 2 gives us about 13 or 14. So let's pick one of them. For some of you super alert kids out there who are wondering, why didn't we choose 13 and a half? That's because you wouldn't want to break the candy or lollipop into half, correct? So let's use 13 here since it's a smaller number. Now watch what happens. If we had 13 lollipops, how many candies will we have? To find the number of candies, remember that we will subtract 13 from the total number of objects, which is 27. So 27 minus 13 gives us 14. Following so far? Now let's check if our guess is correct. If we had 13 lollipops, how much will your mum pay for all the lollipops? One lollipop costs $4. So 13 lollipops will cost 13 times $4, which is $52. So far so good? Then what about the candies? Since one candy costs $7, if we had 14 candies, your mum would pay 14 times $7, which is $98. And finally, let's find out how much your mum paid in all, okay? We'll do that by adding $52 to $98. This gives us $150. Oh no, it looks like that's not the answer we want. If our guess is correct, the total amount that your mum paid would have been $141. So what shall we do now? Don't worry, it's normal if your guess is not correct the first time. Otherwise, you'll be a fortune teller. So before we move on to make another guess, there's something that all smart primary 3 kids must do. And that is to compare our answer with what we want. Okay, so in this example, you need to compare $150 with $141 and see whether the amount of money that your mum paid needs to be more or less. Is $150 more or less than $141? If you said more, fantastic work. We are one step closer to our answer. So see this heading that reads check now? We are going to write too much to remind ourselves that we have more money than what we need. Since our first guess gave us an answer that cost too much, what can we do to make your mum pay less? Should she be buying more or less lollipops? Since we know that a lollipop is much cheaper than a candy, your mum should have gotten more lollipops. So let's help your mum by guessing a bigger number for the lollipops this time. So instead of 13, let's pick 15 and see what happens. If we had 15 lollipops, we would have 27 minus 15, 12 candies. 15 lollipops will cost 15 times $4, which is $60, while 12 candies will cost 12 times $7, which is $84. And how much will your mum pay in all? $60 plus $84 gives us $144. Not bad. It seems like we are getting closer to our answer. As we check our guess, we notice that we still have more money than what we need. Can you guess what we are going to do next? If you said guess again, you're right. And this time round, let's just increase our guess by a little bit, alright? Let's increase it by 1. If we have 16 lollipops now, how many candies would we have? 27 minus 16 will have 11 candies. And 16 lollipops will cost 16 times $4, which is $64, while 11 candies will cost 11 times $7, $77. And how much is everything? $64 plus $77 gives us a total of $141. Great! Yay! That's exactly what we are looking for. So looks like the correct answer is 16 lollipops. Problem solved. Thanks for watching this video. We hope that you have enjoyed watching and learned how to do the guess and check method along the way. Now that you have gained a new powerful math skill, don't forget to keep practicing and see whether you have mastered it. Happy problem solving!